Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on when you are listening to this. I am Sandeep Kapila, and I'm going to talk to you about a workshop series called Being in Yoga. Most of us know yoga as a set of body postures or asanas, breathing practices or pranayam, and or meditation. Like many of us, I have benefited from this doing yoga practices. But today I'm going to talk to you more about a different kind of yoga, which is the thought process behind yoga, which helps us being in yoga. And for me personally, if not more, this has been equally beneficial than doing yoga. So what is this being yoga, or the thought process behind yoga? So Swami Vivekananda ji articulated this and enumerated them in four sort of heads, and he called them as Gyan Yoga, or the path of wisdom, Raj Yoga, or the path of mind control, Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion, and Karam Yoga, the path of action. Now, the obvious question is, what are these four paths? Well, that's what we will explore and learn for ourselves in this workshop series. The way the workshop series is constructed is that we will have one session every weekend. We'll start with one of the paths of yoga. We'll understand the concept behind it, how it has been explained, the essence of it, and then we'll try and implement it in our life. So there will be some suggested way on how to implement it. Of course, you can develop your own methodology to do it. And then the next week, we'll get together as a group and share our learnings, our experience from it, what enabled us to implement it, what came in the way, and what did we learn from it about this concept, about this path, whether that path, how it aligns with each one of us. So it's an experiential workshop. We'll discuss that, we'll summarize it, and then the third, for example, will take up another path. So in this way, 2 sessions for each path of yoga. That makes it 8 sessions. And finally, we'll bring it all together and see what's the way forward for each one of us. Again, so it's a very customized, you can say, offering where each one of us gets to figure out, to experiment with ourselves, to learn about these paths and see what really comes for it. The success of it will entirely depend on your participation. It's a very interactive program, and that's why we've kept it very small. We would expect all to be there so that there is maximum interaction, peer learning that's happening from each one of our experiences for the other, and you are able to participate fully in these workshops. So this is not a program where there is somebody who is talking about what yoga is or what the philosophy of yoga is, but it's a participative workshop. My role will be to facilitate this conversation, initially share some thoughts, learnings that are there, and some references that you can use to further your knowledge and deepen it further to understand the concept further. But final doing is each in one of our own hands. The other thing, what we are offering as an option is 2 one-on-one consultations with me, so that you can customize the concept to your understanding. Sometimes in a group, the concept is explained in a general way so that it can apply to all and not make it too specific. But if there is difficulty in applying it to your context, we could do it through a one-on-one consult. And that starts right whenever you want it. After the first session, at least 2 we are offering. If somebody needs more, I'm happy to support, because my job is to make this fully meaningful for you in whatever way it can be. So we'll set up some time and have a consult. It's not an issue at all. So in summary, the success of this is based on how much we can interact, how much we can get involved, and how much we can implement in our life and not just learn some concepts. The only 2 prerequisites are curiosity and willing to experiment with oneself. So with that, if there are any further questions, please feel free to ping me, or ask anybody at Yoga Institute, and we can set up some time to discuss how this will go. So thank you, and look forward to meeting you in the workshop.